Welcome to Make a Path Presents. I'm Ronnie Hayes, and today let's talk about The Walking Dead Season 8 premiere coming up in just like 8 or 9 days, October 22nd. I love this time of year. First off, I love October. I love the fall. Absolutely love the fall. Love Halloween. The Walking Dead Season 8 is coming back October 22nd. Stranger Things is coming back for its Season 2 October 27th. And you guys let me know, do you want me to do mini reviews for each episode, or do you want me to binge the whole season and then do a spoiler-free review and then another open discussion? I do want to do both, definitely. I really regret not doing some type of bigger discussion for Season 1. I think the reason I didn't do it is because there was so many, because I started late. A lot of people were like, yo, you gotta watch this. So I didn't even see a trailer for it. It didn't even pique my interest until people started talking about it, because I was that busy at that point in time. So you guys let me know about that. And also, if you're interested in the live streams, or if you are a fan of the live streams, I did an impulsive one out of nowhere on the second channel. I promoted it when I did it on the social media for Ronnie Hayes. And if you guys are interested in that, it's the Ronnie Hayes YouTube channel. I'll put the links down below. And there's at least over an hour. I think I went for like an hour and a half. So you at least have that one video up there. I think there's 3 videos on the channel, but 2 of them are ones that are also on map. So we will be doing some type of transition, but it's going to be slow, so no worries. And also, nothing from map is leaving as far as the main entertainment. This is going to stay the entertainment stuff. We're going to be slowly transitioning things that might not blend in here. Leave that channel, Ronnie Hayes, open for just anything. Now, with that being said, let's dive right into this particular discussion with Season 8. Now, I am pulling some snippets from a Forbes review, and it is not a glowing review, but then again, what do you expect from Forbes? Anytime there's even a good episode in Season 7, they always found time to just bash it. So at this point, I don't even take them serious, but they do put in a few snippets in here. It's spoiler-free, keep that in mind. It's spoiler-free, but there's a couple hints that a lot of people are curious about. One that I'm probably as curious as all the people questioning me about it, it's the 3 different timelines that we're going to be bouncing around to. Let me read the paragraph and then we'll break it down, because I believe we can kind of already guess. We already know based off the trailer, but it's something we didn't really bring up in discussion. Let's tackle this first quote or paragraph, and then you'll see what I mean. It says, and this is from the Forbes review, "Every now and then The Walking Dead puts on its art house hat and tries to act a great deal smarter than it actually is. Episode 100, titled Mercy, is one such episode. It eschews basic chronological storytelling on multiple levels, dancing between at least 3 separate time periods, though it's not clear whether one of these is real or a hallucination, and muddles up the present timeline for no apparent reason other than to confuse audiences and create artificial tension." Now, the 3 timelines off the top of my head, it has to be a flash forward, and the one that he's talking about, is it real or is it a hallucination? Based off of that alone, we know it's not going to be revealed. We're not going to get an answer in episode 1. So they set up that he wakes up, and we do know from the journalist from the TV Guide who went there, there's an extended scene of that. So that's not the only scene. The clip we saw in the trailer, there's a longer clip of that version in episode 1 of Season 8, but it doesn't reveal whether that's a hallucination or if that is a real flash forward showing Rick after the war. I like that, because now you'll have something for fans to discuss. If you don't revisit that hallucination or real flash forward, you might have fans talking about that one scene, that one moment in the premiere for 3 or 4 episodes, maybe 8 episodes, until you review another little sneak peek about it. The second timeline, I feel like, would have to be present day. We do know this because a lot of people say there's battles in action in episode 1, and later in this review he talks about them wasting a ton of ammo in episode 1, and he's like, where does this ammo come from? So that has to be present day, where they are attacking Negan and the Saviors. And the third timeline, I feel like it has to be the past that connects the end of season 7 to the beginning of season 8. Because imagine them starting off this war where Rick and gang are attacking Negan with these cars that have these shields on them. The communities met up with each other. They placed these explosives to lure this herd. Keep in mind, that's all playing out from the end of season 8 to 5 days go by, 3 to 5 days go by. They do all this planning, the communities meet, but also in the premiere they're having this attack. So I strongly feel at this point in time it's the past and the present showing what happened after season 7, the skirmish, and connecting all the pieces, like gathering all the groups together, having the meeting, gathering the herd and luring the herd to where they need them. Stuff like that. And then he also goes on to say that every character is going to be in the premiere. Every character that's alive pretty much will be in the premiere. So that's a lot going on. But as far as the action we're going to get in episode 1, I want to be brief here because we have already gone over this a little bit. And we know what's going to happen, so it's not a spoiler. And we know this because it's Rick doing what Dwight has already said in season 7. In season 7, he says he'll lay down some trees, he'll stall them. Rick and gang are going to take out Negan. Once he takes out Negan, they're going to go to the sanctuary, and then they're going to take out who's ever left, and then they're going to get the people that are there to build their army. So they're going to get them on their side. So I believe that they are going to continue what Dwight said in season 8. It only makes sense that they would stick with that plan. They take out Negan and them based off of the comic book, bring the zombies, they surround the factory. Now that Negan is out of commission, that's when they go and hit the first outpost. So in episode 1, we're likely to see the attack on the Saviors, and we might just end the episode with them heading towards an outpost. I think that's more than enough material for the first episode. And I believe what Dwight says is another small hint to actually what will be in this full 16 episode season. Think about this. Dwight says we're going to take out Negan and the Saviors. We're going to take out the Sanctuary and then grow our numbers. And then we're going to go to outpost to outpost. Now, originally I blew it off and I was like, you know what? They have all the different communities. That's a lot of actors. They got a lot going into the budget. With AMC, it's probably going to be like 2 outposts. Simon's outpost and then another one. But now that I'm thinking about it, Negan is the main show of force, right? That's like Negan's coming with his guys. That's what Rick and gang are getting prepared for. However, if Dwight says, oh yeah, take Negan out, just take him out, but then we need to worry about the outposts and go to them one by one, those might be the hidden threat that we're not being shown in the trailers, we're not paying attention to. Because once you take out Negan, you do have these outposts that, in a way, in the comic book, it didn't feel like the outposts were a big threat. We didn't know how many there were. We didn't know how many people were in each outpost. And it's the same way with the show. But with the TV show, I really expect them to flesh that out more. So we'll get a little peek at the outposts that our gang is going to fight against. And it does look that some of them catch wind of what's going on, probably because at the end of season 7, Simon and gang were getting everyone ready, prepared to go to fight. So some of them are going to have some type of idea that an attack is or possibly is coming to that outpost, because in the trailer we see the Kingdom men get just annihilated in that one shot, and we see Carol ducking for cover, and we know she's with the Kingdom group when they go into battle. So that's pretty much a hint, in my opinion, at what war we're going to be seeing, at least in the first 8 episodes. Attack on the Saviors, let's not count the bouncing around with the timeline, but then we have the bouncing around from outpost to outpost. We also have the garbage group. There's going to be a skirmish with that group, as well as once Negan recuperates from the initial attack, then he's going to make a counterattack, or at that point it would just be Negan will attack back, because there will be days gone by probably, and it'll be in a different area most likely. So that, I feel is a good general prediction at the first 8 episodes at the very least. You know, Attack on Negan, he's out of commission, outpost to outpost, dealing with the trash group, maybe some stuff they weren't planning on, like we already saw they take prisoners, and then Negan gets free around episode 5 or 6, and then he decides to attack back. He prepares in episode 7, and they attack back in episode 8. The good guys take a really hard hit in episode 8, and they end the season on that. That way they can hype it up with episode 9 coming back from the break as the good guys are going to strike back, or vice versa. It really doesn't matter. And I really do want to try to find the time to do a Q&A to kind of kick off the discussion for the new season. So if you guys have any questions, just like the old-fashioned Q&As, put Q&A first thing in your comment. I know we didn't do it yet, but let's get some fresh comments, and maybe we'll do one Q&A video before the season starts. And then if we have the time, we can do a video every other week, or maybe even one video a week, pulling you know, the main questions that are being asked. So ask them down below, and I'll try to get as many answered as possible for the Q&A video leading up to the premiere. And then I'll also let you guys know what's our plan as far as releasing videos. I might just do that in a separate video. That way no one misses it, you know? Alright, thoughts and opinions in that comment box. What do you think about the 3 timelines in the premiere? And do you think that is something that has you a little worried, or are you looking forward to seeing what's all in those 3 timelines? Alright, put those down in the comment box. I'm done talking. It's your turn.